Hello.
Hello. Maybe we're live now. Let's see.
See,
Yes,
Says it's
we're on.
I see you on YouTube.
you do.
We did it.
We made it. We're on. You did it. I got to
Well, that's
find it for myself.
exciting.
Oh,
Hmm.
Yells Full Shelf Shop. I want to see it for myself.
Interesting.
You're
Do
on.
you see me on? Because I don't see the sale going.
Oh, you're on.
Yeah, I see it on YouTube.
I see it on YouTube.
Watch it.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Because I'm not seeing me. It says it's waiting for me.
Nope, you're on YouTube, dear. I see it.
Am I really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, really.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna trust you because why wouldn't I, right?
It's on. You're on, girl. I see you.
Okay.
So
So
if you look on YouTube, hi world, YouTube. There's a lag. There's quite a lag.
is there?
Yep. We've got,
Okay.
so we'll let me share this out.
Yes, please and thank you. Oh yeah, it says I'm live.
Yep, you're live.
Oh, there I am. See?
There,
It was weird. I
yeah.
kept refreshing and it wasn't okay. Okay. Weird.
Live
I'm
chat.
just
Yep,
gonna do
you're on,
that.
girl.
And I'm gonna pin the jot form here so
Okay.
people can fill that in and say, this is me. Okay. So let me see. But I
Welcome,
think
everybody. Got my drink. Yes, I'm good. Okay. Hello, everybody out there. Yeah, we're about a 5-second lag. So let's give some time for people to come in. Woo! What a morning. What a morning.
There we go.
I have
Okay,
been
I'm gonna
sick
mute
as
this
a dog. I am still sick as a dog. So for all of you people who are like, is Angie okay? Well, I'm here.
You made it. Yay!
Oh, what a morning. So I was supposed to go to church, didn't go to church. Still got all this going on. And then I'm laying in bed going, I got to get ready for Lou's show. I got to get ready for Lou's show. And get a message from a lady who, my rummage sale is over. This is all that's left. Come get it. And I offered her a price for a certain amount. Well, then she had these dolls and she's like, do you want the dolls? And I'm like, no, I don't do anything with dolls. So I sent a message out to see if anybody else would be interested. And I get a response. Yeah. So I got a couple people who are interested. I'm like, okay. So grab the dolls. So my truck or my van, it's a van, is just full of that stuff. So that's my next one. That's the next project I got now. Like I need more projects.
Oh yeah, because you have a whole Wisconsin resellers club that you kind of started, huh?
Well, I sent it out on I sent a blast message out on Instagram to some of the ladies and said, some of the ladies that sell online here on YouTube. And I said, hey, is anybody interested in these? And I got a couple, grab them. So I grabbed them.
I don't have Instagram.
I'm going to learn dolls, I guess.
I have YouTube and Facebook, and that's about all I can handle for right now. Probably the end of my work season when I can kind of sit down and look at Instagram and try to figure it out. Maybe I'll get Instagram because I've had a couple other resellers suggest getting Instagram. So maybe I'll get it. I'll step into 2025.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, I'm on everything and it gets to be crazy. Well, there I'm a little lighter. Now people can see me a little better. I'm messing with the lights, trying to get it to work. So, I think I just got the notification that you are live. So that's good.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
And remember, this is your first show live on here. So, even if you don't get a huge turnout, don't give up. It all has to start somewhere. We all started like this craziness.
Well, I've done other sales on here. I've just never had a guest. Because I always just
Oh,
log right into YouTube. So I've never done it with a
you've done it
streaming
live.
service. Yeah, I just literally go into my YouTube and I set it up, and then I just click go live, and there I am. So
Well, you have 5 people watching, so there are some lurkers out there.
yes, thank you for coming in. Say hello.
Yeah, please do.
If
This
you're
is
not subscribed, then please subscribe. So
hi,
and
Lulu.
there's also I've got some videos on my channel. Actually, this week I got a notification that someone had commented on this short that I
Hey,
did
Tammy's here.
way back in
Christy's here. Yay.
I don't know, January or January or February I did it. Hi Tammy. Hi Christy.
Yay.
And she had commented on this one I did, and I was like, oh well, it's still what you want. And but she had commented, she had like subscribed, and it was really cute. And I was like, well, it's, yeah. So and she sent me an email with her information and such. And
Hello,
so,
Lady Bravin.
yeah, so that was kind of nice.
Well, I apologize.
Oh, there she is, Lady Braven. Hi, Lady Braven. Thank you for coming. Hi, Becky.
Hi, Becky's Vintage and More.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, this is Lou's first guest. Can you believe it? She asked me while I've been sick. I'm so sorry, you guys. For everybody who knew from, let's see, what today is Sunday. So Friday night I was sick. I've been sick from like Thursday on, and I just can't seem to. I'm getting a little bit better, as you can tell, but sorry about the whole Kleenex issue there. I mean, I thought I turned my camera off. I apologize.
We're all human. Yeah. We all blow our nose once in a while. It's okay.
Oh.
And if you cough, it's okay because you won't get me or any.
Yeah, that's what I like about this. I won't get anybody sick. Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, I don't know if any, how people are getting on, but it was crazy. Like I'm in bed, I'm sick, I didn't go to church, and all of a sudden this lady's like, my rummage sale is over, come get this stuff. And I was like, oh, I'm like, honey, we got to do this. So I'm glad we did. We filled up the entire van. The van is packed again. Patty Rose, there she is.
Patty Rose. Thank you for coming.
Always something, but I have some really cool stuff for this man sale. I've been saving up for this. My husband has always been a Star Wars collector. He's given me a bunch of Star Wars stuff to sell, so it's gonna be nuts.
I have one Star Wars item, and I found it in an antique store, and I couldn't leave it behind, so I brought that. It's pretty unique. The prices on eBay are crazy, but it's not going to be near eBay prices.
Right. Well, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
But I also have a few other things that are cute. I'm going to start with that stuff when you're ready. So. Oh yeah. If you guys.
Am I?
So now you have to figure out how to move us.
Yeah. Well, all right. So this thing just popped up and said the recording stopped.
Well, let's go look. No, we're still on, as far as I know.
Don't worry about that. You're on. So.
Oh, my husband said, don't worry about that. Ignore it. You're still on.
Oh, okay. All right. Then good. We'll ignore it. See, now you have to share him with me. What would we do without him, Angie?
I don't know. I don't do computers. I just have EP to take care of me, literally.
Okay. Hi, Thomas.
Hello, Thomas.
Okay. So now how do I
gotta get out of the Evu Mux thing there, my head.
Yeah. Now how do I put just you on the screen?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Come on, EP. Fill me in. What's your secret?
EP, how do I change it so that, or how does she change it so I'm the only one on screen?
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Oh, she figured that out.
Wait.
Oh, now I'm down in the corner. Hi.
Yeah.
He says just drag to flip them. I don't know what that means though.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what drag to flip them means. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait.
Yes, Thomas, I will discuss that with you in a minute.
Oh, all right, let me do this.
Okay. There we go.
That works.
Yay, we're learning. All right, Lou, you are doing a great job. So thank you, Lou, for inviting me to this. This is going to be a man sale, which, I mean, some of this stuff girls could like too. So I'm happy you're all here. Crazy as it sounds, we've got a whole variety of different things. My husband's over here talking to me like, we could do this, we could do that. He's all excited.
He's in his element.
Yes, this is his element, and he is like having a great time talking to me. Okay. So are we doing 3 items each?
Yeah, that works.
All right, so here we go. I'm going to do my first 3 items. And for those who don't know me, I'm Angie from Angie's Oddities. And I sell on YouTube, on eBay, and on Mercari, and flea markets and other things when I have the opportunity. I thank Lou for letting me be her first special guest on her channel. I'm like, wow, what an honor. I have been sick with a head cold, so please, I apologize to you. I am on a lot of meds, so if I make some mistakes, please have some grace. I have had this head cold since Thursday night, and Friday night, I barely made it through Every Picture Tells a Story with Trisha, Sandy and Auto Trisha, and the gang. But I have been resting, and this is where I'm at. So we will just get started. And for those who don't know, yeah, thanks, Thomas. It's been just hanging on. It won't go away. This is feeling better, which is great, because the other day I could barely breathe. Now it's all up in the head. It's all up in the sinuses. So that means I have not gotten to invoices. I know it is Sunday, and I have not gotten invoices done from this past week. So if you are expecting an invoice from me and you really need it, please let me know. If not, please give me some grace, and I will try to get as much done this week as I can. Hey, Trisha.
Hi, Trisha.
Thank you for stopping in. I'm so happy you're here. Please have some grace. I will get the invoices done this week as I can. I have 5 shows this week. I think 5 shows this week, plus a workshop I have to do for my job again. So, it's always the spring when they go through all the, you got to do this laws, you got to check these boxes, all that stuff. So, but I ship out of Wisconsin, and I use Pirate Ship for shipping. I use PayPal for my invoices. And we have a lot of packages going out tomorrow for what I have gotten invoiced. But I will catch up on my invoices as best I can. We're going to start out with this first one. It is 2 of these treasure boxes. They are cardboard, hard cardboard. They are Star Wars. You've got the big one. I will give you measurements. We're going to start this at $10. This one says droids. It's got R2-D2 on the cover. And then it's got the Star Wars labels inside. And again, did not get the... You've got the handles on the sides of this one. This is huge. And this other one is the smaller one. This one's got Darth Vader on the cover. These are Coastal Design. This one also has the Star Wars logos on the inside. The small one is 12 by 8 by 7. 12 by 8 by 7, so even the small one is big. The large one is 14 by 9 by 8. So very big. Good to put toys in. If you've got a little boy or a man who needs to put stuff away, kind of stack these on top of each other. They do have the handles. They are hard cardboard. They are in use, but good condition. And it's going to start at $10 for the 2. $10 for the 2. Again, the clasps do work. So if, good to put toys in a boy's room, good to put your comic books. If you've got comic books, you can stack them all up in here, because this is 12 by 9, I think I said, which is a perfect So rounded top. They are made of hard cardboard. They are in great shape. $10 start for the 2 of them.
Good to keep your Star Wars in. Oh, your
Star
Star
Wars
Wars
figures
toys.
in, yeah. I'm wondering though, if I ship these, if I can ship this one inside of this one. Oh yeah, perfect. So I can ship them with the one inside the other, which will help on size of the box.
Hi, Melanie. Thank you for coming.
I don't have an idea on age. We don't see designs. There is some wear along the bottom on this one. Show it to you. Some wear along the bottom on this one. On the bigger one, probably because of, it was on somebody's floor, somebody's shelf, something like that. But $10 is a great price for these. Yeah, this one's in better shape. So the bottom of this one is in better shape. So you're looking, obviously this one was kept on the floor. Thank you, Lady Braven. That fits right inside of there. Got your droids there, C-3PO, R2-D2. All right, I see 10. Does anybody want to go 11? By the way that, unless, Lou, you're doing it differently, I do it by going once, going twice, sold. Once it's sold in the chat, that's it. It's done. We don't do just in cases. And if somebody bids right before the sold, we open it back up so that everybody gets a chance, because speeds on the internet are different and lag times on YouTube can be a pain.
Yep, that's the way it goes.
All right. So I see Lady Braven in. Lady Braven, I don't have your information, but I am going to trust that my dear Lou has it.
I do, yep.
Okay. Going once to Lady Braven. Going twice to Lady Braven. Sold to Lady Braven. Thank you so much. $10. Honey, can you come grab this? Because I'm going to need the space.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Lady Braven. These are really nice boxes. Great for kids' toys or to put something in them. All right. My next one is going to be the Star Wars push pins. Yes, this is a bit dusty. This is 1997. They are by Rose Art. Star Wars collector push pins. There are 12 push pins in here. Princess Leia, C-3PO, some other characters. Here's what the back of the box looks like. Extra sharp premium push pins. Does that mean, I wonder what they are made of. They are the Rebel Alliance and the Elastic, okay, here we go, Galactic Empire premium quality molded push pins used for bulletin board, cork, and fabric boards. Bring your boards to life with these 6 great characters. Why, there's not 6, there's 12. Yeah, I don't know, it says 6 great characters.
Well, the other 6 aren't so great.
Maybe so.
They're the bad guys.
I'm trying to figure out, are they plastic? It says molded push pins. Are they plastic? I'm assuming they're plastic, but those push pins, they look sharp. So maybe that's metal. I don't know. This is going to start at $6. $6. $6 for the Star Wars push pins, $19.97. They are new in box. The box is quite dusty. I was trying to do some cleaning before we got on the show, but you know how that is, especially when you're not feeling well. There we go. That might be a little bit better. Now you can see them a little bit better.
Your house is like mine. You dust and the next day it's back again. So.
Well, okay. So we, when you told me it was the man sale, we said, okay, we're going to get some stuff. Steve got some stuff these are from his childhood. And with me being sick all weekend, I haven't done any. I mean, like I said, if I'm not doing a show, I'm in bed. That's all I've been doing is sleeping. So all the cleaning, everything I wanted to get done for these, none of it got done. So you guys are going to have a little grace with me today. Dust is always free, though. You know that. As you can see, these are, in good shape. So $6 for those. If anybody is interested. If not, we'll take a pass. Okay. Okay, the next one. This is a Kenner 1997 1997 Airspeeder. Now, it has been opened. This has been opened. It was, but all, so there's the box. This is a 1997 Hasbro Star Wars Land Speeder. Here is your figure. And I will tell you, it's in great condition for its age. Marked on the leg like it should be. Now this is going to need a little bit of dusting. We're going to start this at $20. Need some dusting, but it's got its two launchers. It's got its launcher on the bottom. This does open to put your figure in it. And my plan was to put these on eBay, but when she said she's going to have a man sale, I thought these were pretty cool. We'll go ahead and put these in here. So I don't know much about the toy, obviously, because I'm not a Star Wars geek. My husband would do much better at this. But it does have like where it separates or something. I don't know how to do it. All right. So that does clap together. It's in its original box. It's got its original figure. Oh, the wings pop up. Do we know how to do that? Cockpit, I know. The wings pop up. How do the wings pop up? All right. I'm unsure how to do it, and I'm not going to do it. So the wings should pop up. It comes in its original packaging. $20. Really, Tammy? Well, there you go. That means I don't have to dust for the rest of my life. I like that. Oh, I gotta put it in this way. Okay. I will get this back in a second, but this was $20. There we go. All the pieces, original. $20. And those are my first three. Thank you so much for looking.
Okay. Thank you.
Right.
Now, let's see.
We can do this.
Hey, I did it.
Good girl.
Okay. All right. So I am Al's Full Shelf Shop. Thank you again, everyone, for coming. I use PayPal for invoicing, and I use Pirate Ship for the least expensive, postal method for shipping. And just know, so I do have a 9 to 5 that I work. So typically what I do is during the week when I get home from work is I'll get things like bubble wrapped and packaged up and everything. And then on the weekends is when I send invoices. So, so you'll probably get an invoice from me over the weekend. I think, so next week is Memorial Day weekend. So I'm thinking I may do another sale next Sunday at 2, since I won't have work Monday. That'll, give me a little time to prepare. But, so yeah. And, again, if you have any questions, just fill out. My email is right here. Yep, right there. And, all right. So here's my first 3 items. All right. So first I have, this one's kind of neat. This is it's a wireless mouse for the computer. It's brand new in box. And, so it's just Iron Man. He's got a robe. And then so the way it works is you just put in a couple batteries, and then right here is the USB. Oh, sorry. This is going to be a starting bid of just 10. And so this you plug into your computer or laptop, and then you have a little wireless mouse. So I thought that was kind of cute and fun. And again, he's brand new in package. It is, plastic, but I think all computer mice are plastic. And then his eyes will light up, which is kind of fun. But so that's my first item. And then I'm just going to tuck him away. And for my second item, I have So this was actually something I had gotten for Lou, but it was too small. So this is a really fun fidget spinner ring. So if you have to sit at work, I actually wore it one because it was too small for him. I was like, oh, well, I'll keep it. It'll be kind of fun, right? Yeah, I fiddled more with this at work than I should have. So I said I better not have that. But this is about a size 11. Kind of drops right there on the 11. I don't like to push them down. So, but it's really fun. It's, I believe this is not 925. I believe this is stainless steel. Maybe I'm a liar. Hold on. Yes, 925. Sorry, I lied. But it's about a size 11. And it's just, I mean, fun. So, and then my last item is, so I have a really fun, this is just a tray. I think it would go great on like a man's bureau. So he can have his, his wallet, his keys, his, phone, whatever. Or it could be good as a have your decanter, a couple of whiskey glasses, so you have like a little bar set ready. And so it has this kind of, this isn't real leather, I think this is like faux leather. And then on the back you have this kind of wood paneling. So, and then the metal here is a copper. So I thought that was really nice. And this is this is 13 inches across. And it raises about an inch and a quarter high on here, depth on here. Oh, sorry, and this is a $12 start. I always forget to say the price. So, oh yeah, you can display your rocks or your Star Wars figures. I just thought, yeah, so it was kind of neat. I liked the copper coloring. So, and I don't know if you could pop this out and flip it around so the wood paneling was up. If you like the wood paneling up, I'm not going to try. You can try if you want, but I would not do that unless I was keeping it. So, it was just really nice. So, but if there's no interest, we can pass. And that was my 3. And let's see. We'll see if Angie's ready, but she may not be.
No, I'm here. I don't know why my camera. I was here. I don't know why my camera was off. That was weird.
All right. Well, it's your turn again.
All right. Sounds good.
Here we go.
All right. Okay. My next set. These are 1954 World on Wheels series cards. So these were a series of cards that were made kind of like trading cards for baseball, but they did cars on them. Each of them is numbered. So obviously, if I only have, 11, I don't have all of them because that's number 97. But you've got a Packard, Ford, and on the back are their information. Dodge, Columbia, Panhard, White Opera Coupe. It shows a ship on the back, so I don't know. Hudson, Franklin, Maxwell, Chrysler, and Brush. So you get all these assorted cards. They all have their information on the back. So if you have a gentleman or a friend who loves old cars, this would be great. This is going to be $6 for 11 of the cards. $6 for 11 cards. And I just like that on the back it shows the information about the car or some history about it. It's called World on Wheels cards. So really nice set. I mean, and if you're a junk journaler and you're doing a man's junk journal, this might be a cool way to add some interest to your junk journal. They are in very good shape. They're not bent or folded. Some of the corners might have a little bit of wear, but overall they're in really nice shape. All right, I'm seeing no interest, so we'll take a pass on those. My next one is for $3 start. It's the I Love Dad frame. This is a metal frame that holds a 4x6 photo. I thought this would be really cute for Father's Day. You've got your kid's picture. Right, Melanie? Those are some nice cars. I thought those would be good, like if you're a junk journal and you're doing a man type style junk journal, those might be worth it. I thought you could put a picture of your, if it's a dad, you put the kid's picture in this and give it for Father's Day. It does have a velvet back with the holder. They are little tabs that slide so you can take the thing out, but it's a 4x6 picture. This is starting at $3. It's made by Malden. You can see the cat hair on it. Try to get some of that cat hair off. Black velvet always shows every little itty bitty thing. I thought this would be a really nice gift for a dad. It says number 1 dad there. Or if you're like my husband who's got kitties, you can put daddy with the kitties. Make it a fur dad. But it's a nice, I believe this is probably pewter, but don't hold me to that. Looks pewter to me on the inside. So 4x6 picture, perfect for Dad's Day. This is only $3. What, you want up? Well, come on. You always want up, but then you always want down too. You never can make up your mind. Yeah. All right, we'll take a pass on that one. And then the next one, you're going to have to move for this one. Sorry, babe. This next one is interesting. This is a box full of different advertisements for different baseball cards, basketball cards. These were all from a card store that went out of business. Most of these are 1990s, early 2000s. It's got the letters from the company that sent them. So if you've got a sports guy who just loves, this is 2006, 2007. This is, I don't know what this is, like a advertisement book. Here's some hockey advertising, 2005. There's 2 of these. This whole box for $20. Whole box for $20. Oh, maybe you'll see one of your favorite players in here.
That's not a deal, that's a steal.
Well, I don't know what any of this is, so I'm sure if somebody knows baseball advertisements, these are, this whole box is just full of them. It's like a giant baseball card. 2004 advertisement for cards, Upper Deck. Some more letters. So I'm thinking somebody who knows baseball cards better might find this completely amazing. It's like an old vintage, paid homage to some of the older players. Bruce Lee. I don't know what that has to do with the baseball thing, but there's also in here, so here's race car drivers, advertisements. Let me see. There's also in here like window stickers, like you'd put on if you were owning the store. Let's see if I can find one. Like this, if you owned the store, you'd put this in your window to show that you sell these cards. Here's one of those things you put on the actual box. It's got the advertising for the cards. This is just filled with just miscellaneous baseball, basketball. Who's coming home? Advertisement. Also got some kind of fancy tops thing. So $20 for this entire box. I don't know if, I mean, obviously I'm sure there's stuff that's worth it in here. I just don't know this stuff. And it's been in my basement, and 2006. So I guess mostly 2000s. Here's another one of those window stickers. This is playoff 1st and 10. There's all sorts of stuff in here. Poster. Advertisement, race cars again.
Wow.
So a whole box. All of this for $20. A lot of checklists of different card sets that were specialty sets. Another poster. Oh, here's another window, one of the window clings. So if anybody's interested, $20 for the entire box. All these advertisements, window clings, posters, all of it. $20 for the entire box.
That'll be fun for the sportsman to just sit and just flip through everything. And
yep. And that is my 3, I believe.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
I guess that means I'm next.
Means you're next year.
Okay. So let's see. My first item is going to be a starting bid of 14. And I have a pretty interesting item. So this is actually, if anyone knows what this is, put it in the chat before I say it. I'll give you some measurements while I do it. So the base here is almost 11 inches by 5.5. And then the height is, let's see here, about 4.5 tall up to here. Yeah, that's right. It's a pipe holder. And it was funny because when I found this, they actually had these razor things in it, these razor handles. And I was like, that's not for razors. But it was really cute. And so then you'd put your ashtray here. And, obviously it's a vintage, so it is a little worn. But I just thought it was really so nice. And for someone who's likes to enjoy their tobacco pipe. And then it also comes with, I found this to go with it, cute little tin for advertising the hickory tobacco, a genuine blend of superb tobaccos, decidedly different, pleasantly mild, and aromatic. Because if you have to smoke a pipe, you want it to be aromatic. So, and then it says the blending of fine tobaccos has been a Middleton family tradition for over 3 generations. So, I thought that was pretty neat. All right. So that goes with it. And this little tin, do you have the tobacco? No jar. But I did read, when I was researching this, I read that it's actually, if you do get your tobacco in a tin, it's better to store it in a jar because it keeps the moisture in it. So, which I don't know why you need moisture, because if I think about cigarettes, I feel like it's dry tobacco, but maybe that's why they say pipe tobacco is better. I'm not sure. So this is 2x2 around the base, and it's about 2.25 tall. So, but you get them both for 14. And it is like felted on the bottom, so that's nice too. Oh, I see. Okay, so you're saying your jar of tobacco. So then why does so much tobacco come in a tin can? I've only ever seen tin cans or this like vintage cans. And then nowadays you see them, they come in those like kind of paper envelopes. But I see. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so your tobacco jar. Okay, I got you now. That makes more sense. So, okay, all right. So Tammy's in for 14. If there's no other interest, we can count that down. So let me see if it'll post here. Going once. I just want to make sure that's coming up on the YouTube. Yep, it is. Okay. Going twice. Here we go. Last call. And sold to Tammy. Thank you, Tammy. All right. I think I have your information, but maybe I don't. But they did pin at the top the jot form. So okay. All right. So let me set that aside here and put that there so I don't forget. All right. Thank you. All right. So next is a choice. This is going to be a starting bid of 8. I have these. So I have these kind of vintage. I think they're brass. I don't think they're gold, even though it's like 2 different shades. But they're these vintage double picture frames. So, and I thought these would be great for, a guy's desk. Just sitting on his desk, your lovely wife and your kids, or your wife and your dog, your 2 dogs, depending on who you love more. That's who you're going to put in there. So the frames are for 4 by, let me see. So yeah, these are going to be like 4 by 6 pictures. So I have, and they both are double picture frames. And then here is the detailing on this frame. That one's rather nice. And this one does have the hooks on the back, so you could hang it if you wanted, which is kind of nice. And then here is the little pattern on this frame. Yep, for your pet cats. I guess we don't have a cat, so I often forget that people do. So that's what Lou wants, is a cat, but I told him it had to be a Sphinx, so he's going to be waiting a bit. So we have this one and this one. They're essentially both the same, just the frames have little different patterns on them. So they go on like a fireplace mantle, something like that. So, but if there's no interest, we'll go ahead and pass on these. And then, sorry. And then my next item, this is a starting bid of 14 as well. And this is a Paul Sebastian figurine piece. So it comes as 2 pieces. You have the base. There's a little bit of wear on the base, but I mean, that happens. And the bottom has, little felted feet on it to protect your furniture. And so you have, now when I looked this up, the only thing I saw, like, man in the boat, but I mostly saw where it says it was like grandpa fishing, and so many times the fishing rod was actually missing, so it's hard to find these with the rod, and there is not supposed to be anything attached to it. I thought there might be something like it got cut off, but nope. So you have the cute little grandpa took his grandson fishing, the dog supervising, obviously, and then you got the fish basket in the back. Looks like maybe that's their lunchbox there, or their little water canteen. This was just a beautiful piece. There's no chips, no cracks, no flea bites, nothing. It's perfect. And it does have its sticker there. I can get it to show. So it just, oh, I dropped it. It just says,
hello, Gina. Welcome in.
hi, Gina. All right, Gina's in at 14. It says meet Meico, Meico Incorporated, and then just has a P.O. box that's from Georgia, and it's handcrafted fine gift made in Republic of China. So I just thought this was so cute. How cute to give to Grandpa for Father's Day, right? Or just an I love you, Grandpa. Here's us when we were kids. So, and let me, so the base is, oh, so this is 8 inches long, and at its tallest, it's 4.5. And the base is about 6 3/4 long. So you can see that the boat does stick out a little more than the base. Oops, let me pull that down. But just a really nice display piece. But if there's no other inches, we can go ahead and count that down for Gina. We'll do going once. Going twice. Last call. And sold. Thank you very much, Gina. I'm going to put this.
Congratulations, Gina.
Yeah, this was a really, really sweet piece. So I'm gonna put, and then that was my 3. So now I'm gonna bring over Angie.
Okie dokie, I'm back. All right, my next one. This is going to start at $8 because it needs some TLC, but it is adorable and I wanted to bring it to you guys. It is a shelf. It's got a fishy here and they're oars.
That's so cute.
And it is super cute. Problem is it needs to be tightened. These wiggle. So all you would need to do is put a penny nail or something through it just to hold them. But otherwise they move, which is sad. But on a wall, as long as they're up against the wall, they're fine. There is the hangers here. See if I can get that without my finger being away. They've got the little triangle hangers to hang it up. This is going to start at $8. It is 16 inches by 16 inches. So it's a nice, good size. But I thought how cute to put little knicky knacks on to, if he collects fishies or something. Fishing lures would go great on here. A man cave, the Northwoods type setting room. So $8 for the fishy shelf. There's a picture of the fishy. It's attached. Good for a cat ladder. Maybe. So I just thought, how cool is it? It's oars. So 16 inches by 16 inches. The only thing is the top two wiggle a little bit. So, all right. If there is no interest, we'll take a pass on that. And remember that if you see something later, let me know. I'm going to pull myself down here a little bit. There we go. If you see something later, you can always say, let me know, or any of that. The next one is a Star Wars toy again. This is new in box 1998. So 1998, still got its original tape on it. It is the Jabba the Hutt Dancers. Star Wars, The Power of the Force, 1998 Kenner toy. And this is $16 start. You get the 3 dancers on a platform there. If you have a Star Wars collector, these are really nice to have. Very interesting looking, at least. What are their names? Crystal, Greta, and Linmi. Right, Tammy. That's what I thought that shelf would be for. I thought the shelf would be really nice. Even the two little, what do you call them? Even on the bottom, the little two holders here, you could hang, some longer fishing lures or something. I thought that shelf would be perfect for that. Yeah, like in a man cave or an office, they want to show off their fancy lures.
Lake house.
Oh, don't worry, Tim. Yeah, lake house. That would be a great place for it. Or a cabin. A cabin. That would be a good place for it, too. Or they could put the Star Wars figures on the shelves. All right, not seeing any interest in that. We'll take a pass on that one. And then the next one is a Star Wars salt and pepper shakers. Right, oh, here they are. These are in the box, but they are not spanking brand new. These are only going to be at $3 start, and I'll show you why. On the back of his helmet is a teeny little mark. If you have a black Sharpie, you can cover that right up and nobody will notice. See it? There's that little mark right there. So there's that. And then one right there. Right there on the front of his helmet, there's a little mark. Use a little Sharpie, nobody will ever notice. Otherwise than that, they are new in box. I just didn't want to say new in box until I showed you those. Now let's see, I got to get it the right way. It goes this way. So it has all its plastic. It's pretty much new in box. All you need is a little Sharpie to fix those two little spots. Star Wars collector have these on his table. Stormtrooper and Darth Vader, $3. If you want measurements for anything, please let me know and I will be happy to measure it for you. Thank you, Lady Braven. Ladies in for $3. Anybody else interested? Going once to Lady Braven. Going twice to Lady Braven. Sold, sold, sold. Thank you. These are going to you. I appreciate it, Lady Braven. Thank you. And I think is that my 3? Yeah, shelf, pepper. Yeah, that's my 3. Thank you so much for looking.
Hey. All right. So now we're back at me. Okay, so first is, this is going to be buy it now for $20. It's a choice. And I have 2 different Switch games to choose from. So the first is Treasures of the Aegean. I'm definitely not saying that correctly. But it's a time loop adventure. What happened in the Minoan to the Minoan civilization? Join parkour master Marie Taylor and treasure hunter James Andrew in a historical action thriller as there's like a recycle sign over the description. So as they unveil the secrets of the Forgotten Kingdom, which has been tragically trapped in an endless time loop. So that one sounds kind of fun. This says 12, so I think it's 12 and up. That one, and this is a single player game, but so you can do this on the Switch and Switch Lite.
And how much is it?
It's a $20. Buy it now for choice.
Okay.
And the other is Metaverse Keeper. So that one. And this is get ready to gear up and fight crazy monsters in Metaverse Keeper. 4 unique heroes, each with their own special skills, have been called upon by the mysterious government of the metaverse. Take on colorful, randomly generated worlds in a solo or co-op mode. No 2 runs are the same. Discover lots of abilities, weapons, enemies, and environments. So this can be for the Switch or Switch Lite. and it's 1 to 4 players. Unless you're on Switch Lite, then it's just 1 player. And this is E for everyone, 10 and up. Oh, it says fantasy violence and alcohol reference. So, but those are your 4 characters there, but I just thought they were kind of different. So, we would have you measure the box. All right, so, but we can pass on these ones. And my next is a starting bid of $8. And I have a really fun that I also didn't do the dust on it, but I will do it before I send it. Is just a fun vintage shaving mug and the brush. Now the brush does have some, you can see has the name there, a little branding there. It is obviously worn. Was probably used. It's got some of the penis coming off, but I just honestly think it gives it character because then it was used. Somebody liked it, but I just thought that would be kind of cute sitting on, it just says shaving mug right on it. I probably would not use this. I would just use it as a display. But it sits about 3 1/4, including the handle. It's about 4 1/2. And then it is about 3 1/4 tall. So what you got? And then we'll just go around. I thought that was kind of cute. So, but if there's no interest, we'll go ahead and pass on that. And this I just need to take, that's not like a scratch or anything. I just need to put a little Goo Gone on there and get the sticker residue off. So, and then last, this is going to be, thank you, Becky. So this is going to be a starting bid of 8, and this is for all 4 magazines. I have 4 Popular Mechanics. These are this is from 1961. This one, September 59, 61 again. And what's the date on here? Let's see. There is no date on here. Maybe it's on, 1958. So this one is actually called Shop Notes. This one was pretty neat. It's going through all different kinds of how to use different tools. I thought the pictures were great on this. I'll show you everything. Then this way comes home as a surprise. So, and there's the back. This one. And so when I first picked these up, when I first found them, I thought it was just going to be about being a mechanic, but it's actually just kind of all different things in it. Not like a car mechanic, but it actually has a ton of different stuff in it. And it's really neat. This is the one from July 1961. Look at that camera there. Let me make sure I'm getting it here. And here's some little blueprints there. Make sure you have a real camel, not a fake one. So, and then here is Popular Mechanics House of Imagination, brimful of new products. This one was I was looking at this one earlier. There's literally, I remember my dad used to pick up these booklets. You would buy it. It was called, I think it was actually called Want-Ad. And it was all advertisements like this. That's actually how he found his horse. Not how we found the pony he got me, however, because I just told him I wanted a pony, and we went that summer to Chincoteague Island in Virginia, and he got me a pony at auction.
Wow, you actually got a pony. That's so cool.
Yeah. But I was a little spoiled, but I was spoiled rotten because I had to, take care of the pony, feed it, clean its stall. So he spoiled me, but like I say, he spoiled me, but not rotten. Look at that nice wall. Actually, I think my grandmother had that very oven. And then they remodeled. We had the stovetop. She had the stovetop. And then when they remodeled, she put in a regular oven. And where the oven was in the wall, my grandfather built the cabinet doors. And then when you open it, you would pull out these drawer. So I'm like, he was doing that before it became popular at like Lowe's.
Huh, cool.
Look at that old car. So, and then the last one here is, which foreign car is best for you? Miles per gallon, and it's showing off all the different models of car. Oh, and look, they filter your cigarettes, so it's healthier, you know.
Yeah, sure, it's healthier. Uh-huh. Yep.
Well, look at this guy doing his lawn. One advertisement, and it was in this, I'm not sure which one it was in, but it was like a little boy with a push mower, and it had the kick bar so that you didn't put your feet too close to the mower, and it was like, you mail in and it's 35 cents, and I'm like, ooh, prices.
Yeah, right. Don't you wish?
Here you go. Pilo bonds to anything. Jungle road knives through the last frontier. Machetes, bulldozers, and hand axes. An army of 5,000 men is carving a 1,400-mile highway to pierce the Amazon heartland. Well, that's sad. But the palace that's painted with corn. It's the Corn Palace!
Hey, we've been there!
Isn't this in Nebraska?
I love looking through old advertisements, Lady Braven. It's one of my faves.
This always
South
gets
Dakota.
reference North Dakota. That's right.
No, South Dakota, right? It's South Dakota.
This always gets referenced on I think it's on Jen Eads' channel. Jen Eads and I think Trisha references.
Yeah, Mitchell's Corn Palace. It's in South Dakota. It's in South Dakota. We've been there.
Here's a musical house for a musical family. Oh, I thought he was searching for Sasquatch, but they're searching for something geological. That title is very misleading, but it's just really neat. So, but if there's no interest, we can pass on these. And that was my 3. And we'll bring Angie back up.
Okie dokie. All right. Hi, guys. My next one is this RFK hardcover book. It's going to be $5. I hope you know who RFK is. I know a lot of you know JFK. This is RFK's life. It's a hardcover book full of pictures, full of his stories. Robert and his part in the Kennedy dynasty. It is hardcover. It is in good shape. It is a larger book, so coffee table style. No dust jacket, but the pages are good. This is $5. Of course, I'm not going to show you all of it. I'm just giving you a sample of what's in here. Definitely a great book. Pages are good. The spine is good. So $5 for the RFK, Robert Kennedy book. I know there's a lag, so I don't want to go too fast, but lots of good pictures and plenty of his story. All right. Pass on that one. My next one. Harley Davidson plushie pig. This is a actual licensed Harley Davidson pig plushie. The hat and jacket are that, vinyl. It's not leather, but just vinyl. This side, it does not open all the way. It is sewn at the bottom, but it is open there. He is not jointed. He is a clean plush. He is $8. Right? Yeah, $8. And he is about 10 inches. About 10 inches. So if you have a Harley Davidson daddy, be a cute little gift. He's got his tail. He is nice and clean. I'll show him off a little bit. All right. That is my second one, Harley Davidson Piggy for $8. Now this last one is sealed in box. It is also a 1998? 1996. This is new in box. It is the Star Wars Micro Machines Boba Fett Cloud City playset. So here are all your little figures. And then what's in here is it'll look like this. And then when you open it, you have this whole little world in here that you can put the figures in and play. It is, again, still sealed in box. There's a little bit of water damage to the corner here, but nothing that's going to affect the toy. This is $40. $40. This is from the Empire Strikes Back. You're going to get the cloud car in here and all the figures.
That's cute.
It's a great deal for a brand new vintage toy.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it's right here, dated 1996. Galoob toys. The Micro Machines were by Galoob, not Kenner. But it's in great shape. Make a great gift for somebody. Again, there was the water damage on the one side here, but it doesn't really affect the box too much. And it does not affect the toy at all. The toy is sealed inside. All right, that is my 3. Thank you, everybody, for looking.
Okay. All right, we'll come back over here. All right, so my first is going to be a starting bid of 24. And I have a set of 6. These are deer antler knives. So all the handles are made with deer antlers. And obviously you have, and then the blades are stainless steel. It is marked over here. I can get that to show. You can see that. Hopefully it says stainless steel, I promise. But they're really neat. Just a fun way. And then it's obviously, blocked off here. So now I did, there are 6 of them. I just did not unwrap them all. So these were shipped to me. And unwrapping this one, let me tell you, it was work. So, but they're all the same. They all have the deer antler handles. I don't know. So if you don't know, deer actually shed their antlers, and like a lot of times, because I used to get them for Merc, was you could get antlers, and so I would get him elk as well, and they cut them in half this way, and then the dogs chew on them. It's really good for like their teeth and stuff, getting that chewing in. So my guess is these were either from found shed antlers, or they could have been, if they're, I mean, if these were, made by a company putting them out, probably not this way. It doesn't say, like, if you're a hunter and you get your deer, that would be neat to do that. But I said these would be fun if you have like a hunting cabin, or having steak night with your buddies. So let me see. So we have that, and the blades are they're 5-inch blades, so they're just a typical steak knife length, and then the handle's a little over. They're 9 inches all the way, so, but they're good, and they're a good grip with the curve and everything, so it doesn't feel awkward holding them. But if there's no interest, we'll pass on these. If you think about that, if you change your mind, they'll be here. And so my next item, and this is going to be a starting bid of 12. And I have this vintage home workshop manual. This is from, I love the cover. It's got your little tools down there. This was definitely a guy's. Now it does have a name in there, but that can always be covered up. This was published in, it has with over 1,500 working drawing, diagrams, and illustrations. Printed by the editorial staff of Popular Science Monthly. This was put out so it was originally put out in 1941. This is the reprint from 1942. So, but this is, look, you could build yourself a nice cedar chest. Or you've got, and this has that old book smell, like, it's not, what I mean, like, it's got, how books, it's not a bad smell. You smell, you're like, oh, yeah. The printing and dry points. Just a really, you could make Mexican sport belts. I'm not sure how that helps your home, but, I'm not one to judge. You could build yourself a boat to go fishing on.
That would require me to fish.
Yep. Look at this. We got the blueprints.
Unless I'm petting the fishies, that's it. Here, fishy, fishy, fishies.
This is really neat. Planking our new, and then here's the family boat, so you can take the whole family on it. Forget Bass Pro Shops. You build your own boat. And
there you go.
It's your own fault. No, I'm just kidding. You just sprayed. You ever see the infomercial for the Flex Seal, and they like cut out the bottom of a boat and they put a screen door on it, and then they painted it with the Flex Seal? Just paint the bottom of your boat with Flex Seal.
There you go.
Then you don't have to worry about it. Look at these fun diving goggles.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. So when you're out fishing, you can dive. Oh, you could make your surfboard. Oh, here you go. Your bow and arrows. So you can pretend you're Hawkeye. Here we go. Home plumbing repairs. Now we get to the real house stuff. There is house stuff in here. Plumbing repairs. And we've got, let's see, how to install modern woodwork in any room. Oh, so you're doing like cutouts and the trim and all that. Really nice. Oh, your little garden area. That's nice. Oh, cute. You cut out little, if you have a little scroll saw, you can make little, animals and put them out in your garden. This is an adorable book. Oh, your model railway. How cute. So this, now listen, if you're going to be busy, tables need good finishes. If you're going to be busy building all this stuff, you know what you're going to be using a lot of tools. So what do you need for tools? Well, you need a tool belt. So this comes with the book. It's included with this starting bid of 12. And this was just something I got for Lou, and then he just said he wouldn't wear it, and I never returned it. So I'm throwing it in with the book. But this is brand new. It's leather with canvas belt. I don't know if it says a size on it. Oh, material is split leather. It says to wear ANSI approved goggles during use. So when you wear this, you have to wear goggles to protect your eyes from the tool belt. Inspect before every use. Do not use if parts loose or damaged, and use as intended only.
Yes, because the tool belt will come up and smack you in the face.
Yeah, it'll poke your eye out.
Poke your eye out with the leather pocket. What the heck?
Yeah, I don't think this says a size on it. It just says 10 pocket carpenter's tool belt.
Okay, that's just so weird. I'm sorry. That's just weird.
Yeah. So, but if there's no interest, we can go ahead and pass on that. And yes, Becky, these were great graphics. I thought this was such a great book. And then my last item, where did I put it? Oh, so for my last item, I'm just going to run through. I have some comics, so I'm just going to do them. They're $3 each. And I'll just run through the stack. If you want one, you say it. They're buy it now. So I have this one, the Action Superman here. And then this one is Batman number 13, Death of the Family. And Batman Hush number 608. Ooh, he looks a little scary. Is he a mummy? Batman Hush. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to turn this so hopefully it won't reflect so much. All right, this is The Watchman. Does it have a number on it? Oh, Watchman number 1. And then we have, Hobgoblin. Number 3. Let's see. Web Spinners Tales of Spider-Man. This is from January 1999, and it's the first spectacular edition. Then we have the Superior Spider-Man Annual. This is number 2. And these are all bagged and boarded. So they're ready to go. Oh, he was so hungry. He ate a spider.
Ew.
I know. Trisha, if you're here, don't look. Spider-Man, Dr. Octopus, Out of Reach. Number 1. So if you've seen all of the Spider-Man movies that are out there, who is your favorite Spider-Man? Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, or Tom Holland? Let's see. This is The Amazing Spider-Man. It says 2 of 2. This was just a 2-run series. Let's see. Brand New Day, The Amazing Spider-Man, number 1. And then I have, let's see, Superman, number 2. Cat Grant's Revenge. And let's see, Funeral for a Friend, the epilogue. This is Superman, number 34. Then we have Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four, number 1. And Spider-Man Unlimited, number 3. And if you think about it, and you're like, man, I cannot live my life without all those Spider-Man comics, you can comment at any time. You can message me after the show or email me after the show. And same goes for Angie. If you're like, I cannot live my life without, Star Wars pins, you email Angie because she's got them. All right, now it's Angie's turn.
Okie dokie. All right, my next one. This is a Black Hawk nylon holster, multi-use holster with a mag pouch. So it is for pew-pews.
Mm-hmm.
I will let you guys read it because I know sometimes YouTube has an issue with those. But this is going to start at $6. I have mine, but mine is all purple. My pew-pew is pink camo. Because, if I'm going to learn this stuff from my husband, I might as well get it to be cute, right? I have black. All the pieces are there. It is new in box. Good side holster. It'll fit belts up to 1.5 inches when worn horizontally, or 1 3/4 inches when in the vertical position. Spring steel clip, spare magazine pouch, and non-stretch hook and loop retention strap. $6. That's my first one. My second one is going to be this Hank Williams Jr. truck. It is die-cast metal truck. It's got the Bocephus on the side of it, and it's got his autograph. There we go. On the top. Now, obviously, this is not a wet seal autograph. It is a printed autograph, but it's still very cool. And also, what is cool about this is it's a bank. So there's where you'd put the money in. It's dated 1984. Here is the key to the bank. So the key would go in right here. You turn it, and the money would come out of here. The money would basically be held in this part of the truck. So you can't put a lot in it, but still very cool. Wheels turn. No damage to the truck. It's in excellent condition. No chips or anything on the paint. And this one is $12. $12. Windshield is still in good shape. There is a line on the windshield, just so you know. But very nice condition. Very nice condition. Key is there, which I think is great. Most of these, by the time you find them, the keys are long gone. It is a limited edition, and I believe it's made by Erdl, if I'm right. Let me tell you. No, Liberty. This one's made by Liberty. And this is $12. If anyone's interested in the measurements, let me know. I will make sure to get those to you. All right. And then my last one. Now this one is going to be $40. It is an old TSR. If you know Dungeons and Dragons, before Dungeons and Dragons was Dungeons and Dragons, it was TSR. And TSR goes way back. My husband actually knows the gentleman who designed all this way back in the day. Gary, you say it, I can't say it. Anyways, this is one of the original puzzles.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is what D&D, this is how D&D was created. This puzzle is, I find the date, this one, 1983. This puzzle was printed in 1995, so it's a duplicate. Raid on the Nightmare Castle by Jeff Easterly, 1995. It is still sealed in the original box. The plastic has one line here. This, if you have anybody who's into fantasy, any gentleman who's into fantasy, this would be a very, very cool Father's Day gift. Very cool Father's Day gift. It is sealed. 15.5 by 18 size, 500 pieces. Raid on Nightmare's Castle. And yes, this is $40. If go compare it out on eBay, you'll know that is a fabulous, fabulous price on this one. So it says TSR Fantasy Puzzles. TSR is what became D&D. You guys all know it's D&D. You want to explain all that?
Nobody cares.
Oh, nobody cares? Okay. So TSR was the publisher of D&D, and then TSR was bought out. All right. And that is my last one. Thank you so much for looking. Are we doing more than 15, Lou, or is that it?
You know, I'm going to be honest. I didn't count. I just put all the stuff on the table.
All right. That was my 15.
Okay, that was your 15? Okay. Okay, so, all right, let's see.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Okay, so I'll come back over.
Mm-hmm.
So the first I'm going to show is, this is going to be, I'm just going to do a buy it now of 45. And what I have is so this is the vintage Darth Vader TIE Fighter model. So this was the kit. It has been opened, but all the parts are here. I went through to make sure. It still has the instructions. So you can build it or you can leave as is. Make sure I'm getting that correct. Oh, you could subscribe to their new blue printer. It's probably not as new now as it was back then. And you can join the Lucasfilm fan club. All right, and then there's the original receipt there. I won't hold it up too long because I have credit card info on it. But it has all the pieces here. Some of the pieces were like taken off. I think the person started this and then they just never finished it. But so you've got all the pieces. You've got your little Darth Vader. Where am I? He's your father, whether you like it or not. And then you have all the other model pieces in here. And then here is the clear pieces. So this was, put that all back in. And even if you're not into building, just being a Star Wars fan, this would be really cool. Just having this like set up on your shelf, or you build it and then sit this in front of it, you know, having this as like the backdrop of it. I just think that's so neat. So now this does say it's easy to assemble. Probably just need a little glue. And there it is, complete. And there's the other one. And then the back is just blank. That's a boring back, but you don't want to look at that. That's what you want to look at. So, but if there's no interest, we'll pass on this one. Okay, and then my next item is, what did I do with it? Here it is. So my next item is this really fun ring. This is a size, just going to let it drop. This is about a 12.5. It's really cute. It's a bear. You can see it's got the green there. The green eyes. It's really fun. I got this for Lou, and although it fits him, he doesn't like. He just likes a flat ring. So this did not get worn. But it's a really fun ring. It's a really big ring, so it's for some big fingers. But that is where you can see. It's kind of it lands at about a size 12 there.
This is a reminder. Party time from work. Then grab a snack.
So well, that's pretty cool. And there's no interest. Oh, I'm sorry. This was a starting bid of 15. I should probably say that. It's probably helpful if you know the price, isn't it? So that was cute. But we can pass on that. And then my last item is I actually have this really great. I thought this was fabulous if you have Hunter's Lodge, lake house, or even just, a themed office or man cave or whatever. But it's this really great, already framed, the bird pictures. I'm hoping you can see them. They're a little bit, these are all they're not photographs, they're drawings of all these different birds. I'm not showing this very well. Let me see if I can scooch this forward some. I have a shelf above here, so it keeps blocking me. All right. I do not know what all of these birds are. I could not name them. I'm not a birdologist. But if you have a guy that's, maybe he's a birdologist and he would know them all. So, and then the back is also really nice. It's all done, and then you have these you can hang it on. Or if you're like me, just slap some command strips on it and pray. That's how I like to hang things up. So the frame here is about 19 1/4 inches this way. And then we've got about 23 1/2 this way. So, and this is double matted, which is really nice too. But this, did I say the starting bid for this?
I don't think so.
Okay, sorry, this was a starting bid of 15.
There we go.
Sorry about that. I'm new here.
I knew you'd say it eventually.
Yeah, I'm new here, and one of these days I'll get the routine down. So, and that's not a white mat. It's a really beautiful, like ivory or cream colored mat. I just think it's great because it makes the pictures pop, whereas the pictures are a bit darker. So, then the frame is this really nice kind of bronzy color to it. So, but if there's no interest, we can pass on that. And that was my last item. So let me bring up Angie. I did it. Okay.
You did it, girl.
Do I click on this? I'm just going to click and see what happens.
You did it. You did your first show with a guest.
Yes. Thank you for being my first guest. Thank you for coming.
Honored. I'm so thankful. Thank you for letting me be your first guest. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's always fun selling with you. So now
thanks. Yeah, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of when you first contacted me and you're like, I think I can do this. And now look where you are. Look where you are, girl.
I know. Thank you.
I'm proud of you. Well, for me,
all right, Tammy, I'll get you for that.
Oh, cool.
Tammy's gonna grab that. Let me write that down.
So I will be on tomorrow, 5:30 Central for Monday Market. And I have my special guest, John, the reseller. Mm-hmm. And then Tuesday, I am in Johnny Cajun Roots Resellers Family and Friends Show. And my slot is 3:30 Central. It starts at 12:30, so you guys can see a variety of different sellers. Please come join us. Hopefully by then I'll be a little bit healthier. And then the next one that I'll be on is Thursday. I am on at 4:30 with Carolina Princess Sweet Treats and Pretties. And when I'm done with her show, I jump over to Becky's Vintage and More at 8 p.m. Those are both Central Time. And then Friday, I'm on Every Picture Tells a Story at 6 p.m. Central on Sandy and Auto Trish's channel. So I have a busy week. I hope you guys give Lou, I want to say Al, and then I'm like Lou. Give Al a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. Please come subscribe to my channel so you can see all of what's going on. Thank you, Lou, so much.
Thank you again. So just give me one moment here. I've got to get myself. Okay. So I am, like I said, look for me next Sunday at 2 o'clock. We'll be doing a sale. I've got to make a thumbnail for it. That's not going to be themed like this. That's just going to be
agree, Tammy.
Random. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you. And thank you everyone for coming. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the support. There's a, you could be doing other things or watching other sales, or if you're like me, if there's multiple going on, I have multiple tabs open and I go in and out. But that's what I like to do, so I can try to support everyone, But so thank you again for coming and for all your purchasing and just your comments. And please don't forget to hit the thumbs up, and you can leave a comment after. That would be great too. That really helps. And just sharing out my channel. And again, invoices will be coming. I'll probably do them after next Sunday sale. Then you'll get all three, because I was on last Monday I did yours, and so you get it for today. This way you get 3 shows on one. It'll save you on shipping. If you need it before then, go ahead and message me, and I'll make sure to get yours, or email me and I'll make sure to get yours out to you. So yeah, and then I think that's kind of it. My work really starts to amp up right after Memorial Day, between then and July 4th. So you probably won't see me on at all. And then I'll be back a little bit after that. So, but I'll be in the comments every once in a while trying to chat and say hi, but I don't think I'll be selling. But, so.
Well, I'm just thankful.
Yeah. If you rewatch Tammy, if you see anything you like, you can reach out to Angie or I.
Yeah. Always get in touch with us if there's something you see and you're interested in. Our emails are down below. Otherwise, you know how to find us. Come to our channels. Make sure that you give Al a thumbs up, a subscribe, keep her going, and thank you again.
And right now, if you're looking for another sale to go to, Marianne from All in the Attic Treasures is on. She does Sundays at 3, and then at 4 is Two Old Guys. So you can go and visit them. And Mary has great stuff, and so does Two Old Guys, and he always has guests. And so watch them. And then enjoy your week. Have a great week, everyone. Thank you again so much.
Bye, everybody.